What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today we're going to be looking at a big blind defense if against the button at 60 big blinds. So this here is going to be the big blind strategy. So we're mostly going to check, on low connected boards, we do a little bit of leading. We also do it on pair boards under the 9. But honestly, if you look at the frequencies, it's a really low frequency play. You can probably just simplify by checking 100% here. This here is gonna be the in position strategy. So the button is gonna range bet. Sometimes he sizes up whenever like it's a ace-high connected board. With 2 broadways, or like a king or queen high connected board with 2 broadways, we use bigger sizes. Also, whenever the board is low, the button is using bigger sizes, but he checks a lot as well. This is gonna be the big blind strategy facing the bet. So this one is against the small bet, because that's what we're gonna mostly face. And we defend a lot by raising on pair boards. Whenever we decide to raise on ace-high Broadway boards, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be 5x. So let's get started.
I see the root one more fast. I missed the first action.
The root,
Yeah, there's no donk betting hardly at all, you said?
there is a little bit of it.
Let me see the low boards.
Yeah, but
Just
these-
check.
yeah, these are my my older graphs. So
Well, you know, what I was just figuring is since, we,
so like it's pair boards under the 9 and then low boards.
so the button gets to bet large on low boards when big blind checks.
Yeah.
So I think versus players that don't study, they're gonna check automatically a lot and they're not gonna donk. So if they're not donking, they probably don't have enough of that board. So we get the size up.
Yeah.
But I
Right.
think it's player population, it might be a mistake to size up on that board from the button because they don't donk enough properly.
What should we do here? We have a gut shot. We have a backdoor flush. He used the bigger size.
I'm folding.
So against the bigger size, our backdoor struggle to continue. And here it's like the bottom end of this of everything. Like if we make the flush, gonna be the 6-high flush. We make the straight, it's gonna be like the bottom end of the straight. So I think it's a fold.
Yeah, I agree. This is pretty awful. You can think of a lot of better hands.
What's up, Tim? How's it going?
Pretty good.
Did you try out the pre-flop ninja a little bit so far?
No, I haven't been on Preflop Ninja because I was traveling for the Hendon Mob live event last weekend, and so
Okay,
I was just.
How did that go?
It was good. The field was, reasonable quality. Like not too scary as far as the competition. I bubbled like 2 different flights, so I didn't cash anything. But I was pretty happy with my play overall, and felt
Nice.
like I was had some kind of edge, even if it's not the hugest.
Is that big?
What are we supposed to do here?
Call.
Are we?
Uh,
I would never fold here, but
I'm not
Yeah, I
folding.
don't think you're allowed to fold. This is either call or raise at some frequency with double back doors and the ace of hearts.
all right, so let's try calling. Well, it's mostly a call. Yeah, there are some raising. How do you construct your raising strategy here? This deep.
I mean, I think ace of hearts with a 5 or a 6 is a pretty nice raise at some frequency. Other like gut shot things, we have a lot to pick from. But yeah, I see 8-6 is in the mix, 8-5 is in the mix. Those would definitely be sensible bluffs.
Okay, so we raise the backdoor flush here with the gut shot. Usually, yeah, okay. 7-4 to pair. We raise our best up pairs. And then, yeah, this here.
So
Ace
why
of-
then we didn't raise the previous hand?
I'm wondering though, why does it raise? Okay, so it has to do with this, the second pair. So it wants to raise the best second pair. And then what did we have? A6?
Yeah.
Okay, A6 is raising. Okay, so I think we got lucky here because the reason why it raises is because it has a card that could make like a straight or a backdoor flush.
That's what we
Yep,
said.
you see it with the ace6 and ace5, both. I
Has
guess
anyone-
king5 is doing it a
Yeah.
little bit as well, a little bit of high-low.
Yeah, but it's like the 5 could make the same straight. So I never thought of that when I saw this line. So heart with a straight card, 3 of a straight, a weird, how could you call this? Like, it's not even a gut, it's like a backdoor gut shot.
I always call this double backdoor, right? It's backdoor, backdoor flush, backdoor straight. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, backdoor gut shot. Check and then fold. Okay, so here, whenever I go check on the turn, I'm gonna bet small with my 7s, my 4s, my 5s. I'm gonna bet big with my queens and my kings. And I'm never betting any ace high. See if this applies here. Check, check. 0% check. Okay.
I
Are we
think blocking the
betting
nuts
ace
is really
highs?
relevant. I think it's really important that we block the nuts.
Oh my god, we bet ace highs there. I don't. Ooh. Okay. What is
Yeah,
this?
I don't think checking the ace is good. But also, it's not like the ace is blocking an integral part of game tree because like the ace king doesn't play this way. Ace queen probably doesn't play this way. I don't know if ace queen would check back on the turn.
They bet flop large more than small as well with ace queen. Yeah.
And then on our side, we would check. We would check back with a king on the turn because we check call the flop. So I think like after he checks, when the overcard comes, we just blast. And then having a 6 is also good.
And looking at the next best hand, like, can we get ace8 to fold? Definitely. And you know, we are losing to ace8, so that's a great fold to get.
What's the pattern here? At 40, it's very clear for me, my river strategy, because it's locked up right now. But at 60, what the hell is this? Why would we blast with Jack 9 here? Or 10-8? It's not even the bottom of the range.
I think you're just blasting everything that didn't get there.
Oh, I think this is actually the bottom of the range because everything here has a pair.
Yeah, all our low stuff paired up. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the straight, but everything else here has a pair. So this is the actual bottom of the range here.
Yeah, like
So
we're
it's
blasting
bluffing.
all kings. And we need to blast like the trash that didn't get there as well.
Okay, yeah. So bet big with the king, so that makes sense. Bet small with the queens. Is this a bet small or, oh no, it's a,
It's a medium.
okay, so over bet with the kings. So the pot is 160. We get to bet 1.5 pot with our top pairs there. Okay. Check, check. P wants to 1.5x pop. Is that it? 250, 260, 240 and yeah, that's it, right?
What raise size options do we have there?
150. So it is exactly 1.5x pot with top pairs. We want to bet. What is this? 65%. No, that's. Okay, so second pair gets the 80% size. What is it betting 48?
Weak queens, sevens.
Okay, so it's actually the best. Worth use. What is this? 30%? Worst second pairs.
Basically block betting.
And the bottom of the range.
There's no strong hands at all in that small bet range. There's no protecting it at all.
Yeah, that's the straight here.
So we always have to be conscious to keep some strong hands in our block bet range.
Yeah, but no, yeah, that's right. But yeah, mostly it's weekend. Then
I guess I
80%
see that the block bet has some weak two pairs, which can definitely bluff catch. Like the block bet has queen four at some frequency. And king seven at a low frequency.
yeah.
That's interesting because I rather would lead the turn, not the king turn, but some low connected turn like 3 or 2 or 5. I would like pot bet, but the king looks like a worst for us because the button has better kings always.
Well, the
That's
king
really
is bad for
strange.
us, but it checked through. They checked back on
Well,
the turn.
yeah, that also makes sense.
Okay, and do we
Because
have?
normally,
Okay, so one thing I notice here is that all of our 4s, 5s, and 7s are not betting. Are not block betting.
I guess, do you have to block some of their value with our low pairs? Our low pair combos, do they have blockers like the high card?
Well, we're not sure, so we're gonna verify.
Jack four bet.
So bet 30 here.
I just call, I mean, I'm just calling here.
I raise.
Yeah, I think you can raise the frequency. Yeah.
So
Not
it's
doing
never a
it.
call.
Yeah, they're close in EV, but raise. We have a bunch of ace highs, flush draws that can call down.
All of draws are mostly raising, and the lower ones less frequency.
Second and third nut flush draw.
And they both have blockers to the queen, king, queen, queen, jack. On this texture. So they
Sorry,
block, they block some value combos that the button C betting.
not sure. I think it's just betting range.
Yeah, almost strictly range.
But it does, but it still blocks some of the value combos, right? Like, it's gonna block some queen, jack, and
It sure blocks his flush draws.
his flush draws, yeah.
Second then. Okay, let's leave it at that for now. Okay. We call, and we should never be here, so let's check. No, we should bet the turn. What is this? Where are we? What are we supposed to do?
Just fold.
Yeah, the overbets is gross.
Nah, we missed the raise on the flop, so we raised the turn.
Yeah,
I think also it's important to note that the king four can't make a straight on the flop. So I think raising is better.
Yeah, I was surprised that I was expecting a lot of check calls with our combo draws. Like we have jack 10, jack 9 of spades on that one. It's only check calling them a small sliver, but more than with king 4.
so this is an easy raise.
Yeah, good small raise here. We mainly defend on these paired boards by raising, right?
Do we like to raise small or big?
Always small.
Alright,
So we bet 2/3 here.
Can we get stacks in? What size is that? That's gonna be a 2, 4. Yeah, that's good.
I think it's gonna be 2/3. On the turn, the way I structure my turn betting strategy after check raising, my best value ends wants to size up. So, oh, I can even go bigger here. Okay, what is this? 272.
What? They don't get to fold any of their over pairs to that large bet, I'm sure.
On the turn, out of position, 272, the pot was, oh, it's spot. Spot size. So it's either 2/3 or pot, so we can pot it on the turn. Yeah,
What are our bluffs when we pot it?
we check raise and we pot it. Okay,
I bet our bluffs are like 7x.
oh, it's a low frequency play. With our best trips. And some bluffs, danglers. Gut shot, basically. A gut shot and a dangler.
So what are our bluffs on the flop, I guess is what I should be asking.
I think similar. I think it's a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
mean, obviously.
stuff
Yeah.
that wraps around it somehow or another.
It
Yeah.
has to be those. I just don't think I'm finding like jack 7, queen 7,
Queen 9, I'm finding it all day.
queen
Upper
9.
dangler to the pair card.
But
Yeah, I'm
there's,
hitting like those lowest overcards a lot here. I hit like 10-9, jack 10, jack 9. I use those a lot.
I'm using any 7 here.
Well, the solver is too. I don't,
Yeah, that's
'Cause
great.
it blocks 6-7 and 8-7. So
Yeah.
I literally use every 7 here.
So how do we structure our betting here? What is betting small? Let's
Just
look at,
bet
let's
the
look at
crap
our-
out of it. Button doesn't have anything.
what is betting small here?
I think I'm range betting after I check raise on that flop and it turns a 4. I'm range betting now.
You can usually just remove the small bets.
Hey, what's up, my friend? How are you?
That's like usually the easiest way to simplify when you are using multiple bets. Is just remove the small bets and the ranges become much more intuitive as well.
Yeah. Okay, so here our best trips are sizing up pot. What is this? Is there a pattern? Our middle-ish trips are betting 2/3, 80%, is that? Not 65%. Okay. I don't see the pattern here. The best ones are betting big, the middle-ish ones are betting medium. What about king three? Okay, so the flush draws, what about the flush draws? How does this, okay, so flush draw mostly bet, what is this size? It's mixing sizes for the flush draw. I see all 3 sizes. Is there one it mostly use? It seems to be mostly using the bigger size. Yeah,
do we have any value in our checking range or is it pure give ups?
hang on. So when you double barrel the flush draw, you should size up 65% mostly. Uh, what did you ask?
Do we protect our checking range at all here? Or is it just pure give ups?
Oh yeah, I see some ace eight.
The sixes here. How many sixes do we raise on this flop? A hair. So all your sixes are give ups, but are they bet folding? Don't think so. Yes, they are. So you check and you don't really call with it. It's mixing. Mixing.
That
with
ace
the
eight
ace-
is,
With the
that
ace.
ace eight that we check is largely a check raise, right?
Oh, go for the double check raise. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, with ace eight specifically, I can see it like, we cooler all eights, so they're not folding an eight.
My problem with the double check raise is that the opponents don't bet enough after we check when we check raise. So I'm
Yeah, I
not,
think that's true. But
Even the
yeah,
sim is not betting that often.
yeah, like it's just not something that happens often enough. And then when you want to do it, like they never bet. So it's
and we saw like that ace eight range was a sliver to begin with, so it's not
Yeah.
you losing tons of combos to that
so,
line. It's
yeah.
just
So
giving
basically, just
supplemental
never
protection.
double check raise. Just don't
Well,
do it.
Don't you think they're gonna raise, they're gonna bet all their overpairs when we check turn?
Sometimes, but
A
like,
lot, yeah, maybe not all, but a lot, yeah, I agree.
They're checking them back LP.
I think just like in real life, when you check raise, check, the like how many opponents can you remember that just blast once you check raise check?
I know plenty of them.
I don't blast. I usually put it like a third pot out there if I have something.
Here we
My
see
guy,
call.
he was full of shit and I fucking bet my value and draws and sometimes they stick it back in my face, but mostly not.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What are we supposed to
Full
do?
turn, right?
I think we're folding.
It's close probably, but I think I like a fold.
I'm folding.
It's not close. Take that back.
It's not close.
Do we fold third pair to a second barrel?
Thing is, like in this spot, like we only have like probably 2 clean outs with the king. So,
Well, this is a dream.
I'm betting
I
pot.
think we go crazy because we can get a lot of value from aces, right? Like pot or pot and a
Overbet?
half.
Over bet.
I don't think we overbet.
You don't?
Well, we wanna get called too, right? With when we have value, we don't wanna just get them to fold everything. I think pot or
Maybe
2/3
just pot.
accomplishes
Maybe-
enough.
Maybe we overbet with like 6-7.
Yeah, could be.
Or when we don't have the ace, because here we want him to have an ace and call, so
Right.
when we don't have the ace, we can overbet. But not with
That
the
makes
ace.
a lot of
we can
sense.
spot. Let's see,
Not having the ace is a good idea. Not tiny.
just a bet small.
Yeah, I mean, we just have the board locked down pretty much. I mean, could course with 6-7, obviously, but
So we're
very
betting.
tiny.
a lot.
portion of his range.
Looks like it's sizing up with sixes. But it's like 65, is that right? No? What? Oh, just not a6, of course. Every six is betting big. So
Yeah, you were
sixes.
dead right,
betting
LP.
a lot, just not the one we had.
Yeah, you nailed it because of the ace. What we want him to have an ace.
Can we overbet bluffs?
Not really, no. It's just about size. That's the biggest size we use. How do we structure the small bets? The ace. The fours, the pairs. So it's block betting the weak pairs here. Top pair and second pair.
Fair number of
Okay.
sets in that small sizing too.
Okay, so
Yeah, but you know, because it's set, really his set isn't the nuts on this, because he could just have an ace. So he has so many, he opens every ace from the button, right? So like,
Right?
we don't want to
Yeah,
value
but-
on ourselves.
Exactly, but the sets, you're kind of like block betting to set the price on a draw to a full house.
Yeah,
so let's see if this is true. So bet 30 here. I wanna fold.
yep.
Fold.
Oh, my tournament didn't fire.
I think this will raise some. It's it's like, you know, I would raise.
I like
With a
raising
single
this.
spade.
It's
I
not gonna do,
agree. I think it's a pretty nice raise.
it can't do,
Um,
it doesn't do well calling,
I
so.
like raising because I have a single spade.
Yeah, we did a raise like that last night when you were heads up and remember how it went?
He folded
No, not to the
Ah.
7-6.
the 9-5. The
Oh, yeah,
7-6 I called.
think-
The
I
9-5
think we
I
bet
raised.
big here on or we raise big here on an ace side board, right?
No, no, because this is ace x6 with a flush draw. Where we raise big, it's gonna be ace Broadway, Broadway, or ace Broadway, and then king, queen, Broadway, stuff like that.
The thing is, the
Okay,
two
fair.
kind of suck, because we don't have a lot of two pair combos, like we have 6-2 suited, I guess. And then
We have
like,
6-2 suited, ace-6 and ace-deuce. Plus
Yeah.
we have all the straight draws where he doesn't, like, he doesn't have 5-4, 5-3.
yeah, it's not gonna be a huge check raise percentage, but this hand I think is for sure gonna get in there.
Yeah, our range, like, is definitely kind of capped.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nailed
we
it.
want to raise a lot though.
Look at the
So I'm
flop.
shocked we're raising 60%.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, there it is. Yeah, it's, yeah. Small.
With the spade, yeah, nailed it.
If it was a 3, if it was like 6-4, maybe, we probably raise like 20%.
6-4.
6-4, we got 6-4
Would
off.
we even
6-3
raise
off.
6-4?
Yeah, we have 6-4 off and
Yeah.
6-3 off. We don't have 60, so we need 6-4, and then we're gonna be raising probably up to 20%.
5-3 with the front door and the back door flush. Ace-6 always raising. Ace deuce.
Yeah, I think there's an interesting thing here that I think a lot of people get wrong, which is we are never calling our sets. They raise absolutely 100% of the time. If we don't
Yeah.
raise here, we can't get stacks in.
Yeah. I think also it's like, because we don't have aces here. Generally
No.
you don't raise the top set, right? Because it's
Yeah.
hard for them to defend with middle or bottom pair.
Yes,
So you
the
want to
sets actually
raise with
unblock
bottom.
his top pair range, which can get a lot of money in. Like you're
Yeah.
slow
Right, and it's like
playing.
ace,
ace
king, ace,
deuce,
queen are the ones
two
that are gonna call
pairs.
us down, of course.
So yeah,
And
I
you
don't.
also generally slow play less when the board is very wet, as is here. If the nuts are gonna often change on the turn, then you don't need to have nuts that often in the call range, because it only matters when the turn blanks.
Nice to have you back in here, Paul, by the way. It's been a long time.
Yeah. So I have
think-
like a quiet week. I'm out of town and I don't have my desktop, so I cannot actually grind.
Can you make the board like 7/60s? Like some kind of low disconnected board?
Yeah.
I want to see if the 7 is also check raising.
Maybe
Sets of
can
sevens,
imagine.
I think they will.
I think
I'll go.
7's probably because like overcards still have to call.
7, 6, what?
7/60s. Yeah, 220.
And I think we need to raise our sets because we're gonna wanna have a lot of bluffs, so we have to have the value too.
All of our best 7.
Yeah, our 7s are still check raising. I guess it's because we don't have
Yeah, we
like
don't have any big pairs,
better.
so nothing to
pairs.
slow play.
Although, I mean, it's interesting on that 7-6
slow playing
deuce, we
ace
actually,
deuce, because
we
it
check
blocks.
call sixes a little bit, which is interesting. That's our protection on our checking range, sixes.
Ace deuce, ace 7 a bit. The hands that have worse blockers.
Okay,
6 deuce, I mean, those don't have, you can stack off the ace, which don't block, so go for it.
I think I wanna barrel this turn for like pot, right?
I just go 2/3.
I would bet small. We have a drawing hand. We wanna make it before we invest infinite. He has lots of a6 that is just gonna call.
if you are like betting large, he can very rarely raise. You have all of the sets in the range, and
I think the way we structure our betting here, the way I like this is going, we mostly raise for value here. Like we're gonna bet big for value, I mean. And then like when this, with this type of hand, it's always small.
Well, my thing is we picked up equity, like if we didn't pick up equity, we're gonna
it's
check a
like you're
ton.
gonna bet big, very
Okay.
equity driven, good draws and the nuts, and I think this is counts as a good draw and has absolutely no showdown value. So
Yeah,
I
we
think it's
check.
gonna mix.
Part or just big?
You are planning to get the stacks in with your sets, so pot.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's
plus, if
exactly
you
what I'm
think-
thinking, like with ace-6 or with sixes, I wanna get the money in.
Okay,
Hey, and we're gonna have a lot of checks. We check all our give ups.
alright, that is right. You guys picked a good size.
Oh, yeah, we have no checks on this turn.
Nope, we just have this big size here with this combo at least. And
Oh,
how do you
check, all right,
guys?
73%. Yeah, I was gonna say, we have a lot of checks. We're gonna definitely check all our bricks, so. When we bet, we're gonna size up. That's what I was trying to get out.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we have plenty of checks, just not this hand.
Yeah. Cause you know, we just always check our bricks when we play this, when we take these
So-
lines.
Basically, when you are so deep and racing with a very polarized range, on the like you're gonna have the 2-to-1 ratio on the flop, and then you need to go down to 1-to-1, and then so you need to just give up with like lots of shit, like all of the draws that didn't open, like you're over check folding massively. But all of the good draws, the draws that improve, they generally like to blast as well as your sets.
Yeah.
Unless like the nuts change, and the nuts didn't change. So you go for big because your sets want to go big, and then you just use good draws. And your check range is mostly just give ups with a few check raises.
Okay, nice.
Like if you go check and he bets small, then you're like massively overfolding because you have just shit in your check range.
That's right. So. We check raise on the ace high flush draw board and we bet pot on the turn.
When we pick up equity.
Yeah,
Well-
with our good draws, with flush draws, with two pairs.
Like these didn't pick up equity, all the flush draws.
No, but
It
they're still,
doesn't
they're
matter,
still
like,
good. Still
the-
good draws.
The bluffs don't dictate your bet size. It's always the values. Your values sets, they want to bet big.
Sets.
So
it's interesting
then
here.
you pick
Um,
some bluffs to balance.
Yeah, we're barreling with deuces and with ace-6, but not with sixes. Sixes protects our checking range here. It's nice.
Yeah, it's gonna go for check raise or something. But like mostly you're just like continuing. Is
Yeah.
like you're like against population, you can just like blast your sets and good draws, and then your check range is just give ups because they're
Yep.
gonna.
And at some
Not
point they fold
barely.
ace-10, right?
But like if you do it against the solver, then it's just gonna bet range small, and you're gonna fold everything, which doesn't work because then like putting a few traps there is super profitable because then you can check raise every time if he bets range. So it will add a few minds until there is a balance. But like against population, you can really just simplify, keep betting with all of your values, and you're like check range is just basically give ups
Okay,
or something that if you chart one pair type of hands.
facing this spot now. What are we supposed to do?
Just fold.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had enough.
Yeah, we're playing against Ken.
And if the draws hit on the turn, then you size down.
Fold.
Fold.
Old.
You
Raise,
have a pair.
Now,
raise.
Doesn't matter.
Nope.
I don't
Bottom
care.
pair, no draw, no backdoor, no nothing, fold.
we don't even have it over to the 8.
The only thing that you can say is that this is a disconnected board. It's a semi-disconnected board, so it's like, but still fold.
Yeah, because like 5-3 would even have a backdoor real draw.
I knew it was a call.
I know that
Okay, but it's a
GTO
marginal
wants to
call.
call,
few
Three
but
bucks.
chip call.
like,
Blah,
just
blah,
don't,
blah.
just
It's,
don't.
it's a call.
It's the spew bot. Big blind spew bot.
You guys,
What's the EV?
you
What's
guys
the-
made me fold. I
The
know it
EV
was
is
a call.
3 chips. You make
It's
3
spewing.
chips by calling there.
We don't get to fold a pair against one bet against the button.
Oh, did I make 3 chips in a 130 chip pot? Cool. Cool.
It's a spew.
It's not.
Yeah, like we're gonna get stacked.
We almost always
With
get
a
a 3 on the
3.
turn.
Bet pot.
What did this do? Did this go? Oh, do you have it? Do you have it node lock to check flop?
GTO is checking like 98%.
Right.
This is
So
a candidate for.
I see why you're
dunking.
saying this now, Ken, because yeah.
With that
we
high
would let-
spade especially, this is definitely a candidate for donking, but it's fine.
What
It's a
size do
pro
we-
bet.
I think it's small. I heard like a big size here, a pot size. I don't think this hand wants to pot it. Your
No
8
way.
wants to pot it. Your 9s want to pot it. Your 2 pairs want to pot it.
Yeah, it's
This
either
hand here, just
bet
block that.
small or check. I
Yeah,
think
I
check.
like the block bet.
You have the best hand, but
It's more of a chip.
yeah,
Yeah, sure.
but
But getting that fold from
not
ace
when the
deuce is
money
worth
goes in,
something,
so
not terrible.
Louis, can you change this board to the 8-9 turn instead of the 8? Vice versa. I mean.
Oh, we gotta check, I think, then. It shouldn't matter, probably shouldn't matter much.
What board do you want?
8. Same board, but turn 8.
He has more offsuit 9s than offsuit 8s for sure, so I think it's gonna check a lot more.
Yeah. Okay.
Or using the small size and block betting a lot.
Had a spade here, I'd go in for the raise. I'm folding.
Yeah, okay. He's like sizing up. This is not a fold.
Yeah, there's no, I'm not calling there. I mean, it's spade, what are you doing if spade comes? You don't know where the hell you are.
Yeah, we have double gutter. So we got the nuts.
Raises the spades. How about the offsuit jack 9? Pure calls?
yeah, but the thing is, just because you don't have any values, you don't have any, like king 10 is the only raise. Only.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think it's like he never bets pot anymore. He's just like, oh, he has aces. Or the best kings.
And like. Yeah, I think we often are not that aggressive with our with our 8 out draws. I think we like gut shots for, because we don't mind folding them to further
It
aggression.
depends on your raise size. Like if you raise really big, then you use the good draws because
Right.
re-raising the big bet is like just super hard. So you're not getting raised often, but if you raise small, then you need to have more raise folds, like you care about it because it actually is a thing that you get re-raised.
Precisely. Yep.
But if you raise big, then it's like 5% or 6% re-raise, and you don't care when that happens. It doesn't matter.
I think here we just raise small.
Yeah, I
I
think
think
this
there
is the
is
raise
some
small.
kind,
I would go.
maybe also raise big.
five.
So,
Think we should bet small.
I can go for that.
Bet
At
small,
this
I
point,
think.
I guess this is like marginal, so is this one of our best value hands?
Not anymore.
Maybe it is. Maybe we size up for value here.
We got sevens, we got.
You have straights, and then you have
Yeah,
sevens.
we got
Yeah,
straight.
we've got a bunch of 7x. And some of our 7x
Maybe it's
just made a
mixing,
boat.
So bet small.
But the nuts change, so you don't usually bet that big that often. Like both of you have 8-10 now. But yeah, like you could maybe go for the bigger size. It's still less than a pot. So, but not something like a pot, I think.
I
Because
really
the
think
nuts
it's
change.
big. Because
I think
our
we have a
best
pretty
jack.
significant
won
advantage
the
on
line.
10-8, right? We're raising
Yeah.
10-8 a lot
And
more
you
than
do
he's
need
calling
protection,
it.
so I could see it going for a big size.
Yeah.
I think
like
this is gonna check or go small.
Think our
Yeah, I
best
agree. I think we
hands
have
are
other hands in our
sizing
range
up
that like
for-
to go big more than this. I think this one's gonna lean smaller.
Okay, let's see. It's mostly big. When we
Mostly
bet,
checks.
this is just a check. So I guess it has to do with the flush draws and like, what is this here? Queen.
It's one of our
queen?
best hands to protect our checking range. Okay. So we should check it. Every jack is checking basically.
and only sevens are betting, right?
We should check, I guess.
This is gross.
Yeah, it's pretty awful river.
And I think we're gonna have to call, okay, he doesn't bet, nice.
He doesn't bet with queens.
Do we call not having a spade when he bets?
I don't think so. So we check, he bets small or big.
Well, I mean, he's gotta go at least half pot, right? He's in position.
Yeah.
Let's call him worse jacks.
That's
Jack
like
or-
two pair block. It's calling jacks when it has a jack that blocks value. So blocking 8 or blocking the 9.
Well, and it beats ace jack, right? Jack 9 has better two pair than ace jack.
That's
Well, it's
right.
also calling jack 4, jack 3, jack 2 some. Suited ones.
Yeah, a little bit, but
They're all
Yeah, it's
losing,
weird.
they're all losing money.
yeah, the pot is 1,000 and you're making 2 chips with this call. So so we
I'll
get
get
to
60.
fold the river a lot against this reopening. Oh, man, that's a rough one. So we get to fold top pair in a check raise spot. After we check raise and we bet big on the turn.
I think on that conclusion, it's worth mentioning that there's, you know, that there's it's a paired board and there's a 4-liner, you know,
Yeah.
so. You know, so like top pair just doesn't mean much there, unlike in some boards where I think our
Yeah.
top pairs would really call everything.
I wanna raise here.
I just call.
You just call.
You just have, he's got like king 4 suited, right? Like king 8 off.
I want to call as well.
I'm raising. It's a pair board. We defend most.
Got
of
better
it.
tens too. He's got queen 10.
Our
Yeah,
10
but
leads
it's like
protection,
raise only
right?
board about.
Anyway, it's gonna mix call or raise.
Yeah.
How do you guys wanna play it? You guys wanna call?
Raise.
My instinct says call this one, but I don't know. Oh, it's 50-50.
Yeah, it's gonna mix.
I feel pretty confident that your best tens will raise more, right?
Yeah, I think so as well.
I just feel like at this spot, we're mostly way
Maybe
ahead.
not,
and way
actually.
behind.
No, all the things, yeah, the best tens are raising more. Oh, what is this? The jack eye with the backdoor flush, so
Just
dangler.
blasting off, man. Just go for it.
So a queen or a jack with the backdoor flush. So a middle-ish card with a backdoor flush here. That's good enough.
Double backdoor.
Oh, I guess it's danglers to the king in the 10 as well, you know? We block, when we have queen 5, we block king, queen, we block queen 10. And we have equity with our backdoors, so, okay, I get it. Bet big, we get to call.
Ooh, I don't, I don't know.
Match up.
I mean, I don't mind raising.
I mind raising against the big bet.
Yeah, well, sometimes you gotta raise big bets.
Yeah, I would love to raise more here with our suiteds that have backdoors. I mean, this one still probably shows up.
Yeah, like jack, okay, like jack 5 clubs, diamond, spades,
Yep.
makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, because that gives us 3 combos. We have to be choosy. I guess I would also like stuff that's a little bit lower, you know, like if we raise 8-5 here, we make money when he folds his 10 high, when he folds his 9 high, when he folds his jack high.
Do you wanna call?
I do bluff too much in these spots. I know it's a problem, big problem I have. I just see these textures and I'm like, I'm blasted. So it's definitely a leak I have over bluffing here.
I would like to raise or fold.
Yeah, I agree. I think, yeah, probably, ugh. I just think this hand's really marginal.
Okay, so we fold.
I'm raising. I can't help myself.
Okay, it's a raise. It's a call. What? It's a fold. Just a fold.
Yeah. We clearly love our hand. There's no doubt about that.
Oh yeah, this sounds great.
So we should,
I think the consensus was leaning towards bet small. I think that's what I heard.
okay. I would bet pot here.
I think it's, I'm on board with bet small.
I
Would
could see it
go,
both
like-
ways. I'm not quite sure how to structure our betting strategy, honestly.
Okay,
And this is even blocking the flush draw, so it's better bet small than a jack 5 that doesn't block the flush draw.
Yep, I agree with that. Yeah, jack 5 without the club wants to go bigger, right?
Cross our fingers
More
and hope
often.
it doesn't have 7-5 when I rip it in.
So when we get raised, I mean, are we just stuffing it? We're not letting him draw to a flush on the river, right?
Yeah, I'm stuffing it.
I don't think he's,
we should just call.
yeah, it's mostly calling because he's prepping a 5, so
And if flush comes, what we are going to do? Fold?
and it's
So
actually
fold.
like your hand is again here a better call because it blocks the flush draw.
We can't fold when the flush comes in.
Then
'cause we have
some buy without it.
Yeah, we're paying off for sure. I wanna raise
I
this
think we
one.
can call this one. I don't hate raising though, but
I don't
think
think
I wanna
you want to make
call.
him fold his backdoors that you dominate. So I think the ace highs are gonna call very often.
Yeah, because like I look at the next best hand. Does he fold ace 10 to a small raise? I don't think so, right?
I think he
So we're
does.
just putting-
I don't know.
We're
The
just putting in
reason
more
why I
money against
wanna,
hands that beat us.
the reason why I wanna raise here, we have the backdoor flush. We have a dangler 7, 8, 9. So a dangler to the straight, and in my mind right now, this is how it constructs its raising strategy around
Yeah.
like danglers and backdoors.
Yeah, I think it likes
I
raising
think-
this.
Yeah,
It'll
but
probably
it's
call.
not flush draw, so
It'll
I
probably
think it's more
Sell me a
likely to
lot
slow
more
play.
on raising king 8 here rather than ace 8.
At
the
King
same
8, I
time-
actually,
At the same time, we have a note here that says,
I think it'll check call like ace two, ace three, ace four, ace five, hearts, and then raise like the ace six, ace eight, ace ten. Ace jack.
yeah, out of position likes to call with the nut flush draw and raise with second nut
Yes.
flush draws. So we've seen that before, so this is,
You
this
don't
would
want
be
to
more
make
of
him
a
fold
call.
the king high flush draw.
100%.
100% call. Yeah, raising's not
Yeah.
bad, of course. EV is good, but yeah, no reason to raise. By the way, is Matt's webinar now or is it in an hour?
I missed it
Uh,
last night.
What?
I missed it last night.
Was there a
Is
webinar
it-
last night?
I think he had one at 5 o'clock. I'm pretty sure I saw it on the Discord.
I thought there's one. I thought there's one today.
Let me double check what I was looking at.
Oh, I think it's going on right now.
Let's see. Hey, everyone, Matt Affleck live webinar premium today at 11. Oh, yeah, he's got one today. I think he had one last night.
Oh,
Let me pop in and see if it's actually happening.
I might just catch it on the replay anyway, which is fine.
Yeah,
by me.
it's on right now.
What the hell was I looking at? For that yesterday. There's so many links.
LP,
Yesterday.
can I give myself some props on this? When we talked about raising ace 8 and I said I would rather raise king 8.
yeah. That's right.
That's all. Just complimenting myself.
Yesterday was a reminder about today's. So, yeah, he didn't have one last night. It's this morning. I guess we should go join, right?
If you wanna go, we're gonna be here when you come back.
I'll stay here then.
Yeah, I'll stay here. I'll catch his on the replay.
What's it about? That depends on what it's about.
It's WSOP prep. I think it's gonna be like mainly hand histories and pile work and stuff.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Bet call.
We're never donking this with this
Yeah,
hand. We could donk some queens and some draws, but
If it came
not
in a 7, would we do it? For sure, right?
I think 9 especially, or maybe
I
7.
would definitely
I
do
think
it.
you're right.
So,
Should we try to get him off an ace high or we just check and try to reach showdown?
I'm gonna pot it.
I think potting it's a little bit spewy maybe.
Yeah,
I think
that's
we just
spewy as
check
hell.
this.
We have a showdown hand. Come on.
I'm potted with my under pairs.
Mm.
Yeah, that's right.
I
But
mean, yeah, that's
This part of your
reasonable.
range.
This hand though, yeah, this hand is not the one to do it with.
yeah, exactly.
It might still bluff because it's splitting with some of the calls.
We just
So-
call here, check call.
Yeah, we call here. We lose sometimes, but that's fine.
And then on the river, let's see what our bluffs are because. Yeah, small pairs. That's good, but not with ace high showdown.
I'm
Even
sorry,
king high.
are they donking or are they check raising? They're donking.
They're just, yeah, blasting.
Yeah, because you're betting for value full house, so you're gonna bet big.
Oh my god, and we go
Queen-
all
queen
in for a
R9.
5x pot? Good god.
Let's go. I do it a lot. I think I did that yesterday. Let's see, because I remember, I think I posted here. Where is it? It's not here. Must be in trolling. Look at this. So I don't know when, I think it went check, check, check on the flop, and then on the turn, the big blind led for a small, and I call. And then on the river, I was heads up against the big blind. This guy had already folded, and he checked, and I just ripped all in. And he folded and he showed a king.
That's amazing. He's never supposed to fold his king there. I mean,
this-
people make the
this-
most ridiculous folds.
Yeah, this guy just showed the sevens. That was a
At first,
funny-
when you showed this hand, I thought you just ripped it into a rivered boat, but no, he had already folded. That's
I
good.
don't know, I got away with it.
I would have snapped. I would have broke my wrist calling you. Because you shouldn't have
With
a
a king
nine.
with a top pair, like call,
You,
quick call.
you shouldn't have a 9 when you check back multi-way. So
My nine should be mixing, especially multi-way. They're not pure
No.
But
bet.
people are
It
just
should
such
not.
nits. They're all nits. It's ridiculous.
Are we doing something here? We just check fold.
I think we're check fold.
Check fold.
What about now? Do we have to do it?
you don't have to do anything.
Sometimes we do, man.
I mean, we can get king high, queen high to fold. That's pretty good, I think.
I think it was a better bet on the turn than it is on the river, because on the turn you were at least blocking spade draws. On the river, eh.
And we could still have a 3 on the turn. Like now we don't have any 3s now, right? Like,
It
Yeah,
was
bingo.
over
Bet on the
betting
turn.
sometimes on the turn.
I think I would bet, I
The spade
think I
is
would bet
actually good for
small.
bluffing.
I would just
Because
bet
he's betting
small.
his flush draws at some point. He's not gonna just check down his flush draws.
I would
I would
bet,
just, I think a small bet's enough to get king high and queen high to fold.
nope, I'm betting 80.
Yeah, but I mean, you have likely like some trees because you're not leading the ace that often. So you have some nutted hands. You could go for big or small, like ace high. You bet for small, I think, even 9 maybe sometimes.
Flush
And
draw,
then if you have a 3 or 3, you're gonna bet big.
yeah, we need full equity here.
But
So
I don't think we
maybe
have a
suited-
lot, but we don't have a lot of 3s because we check flop, check
No, he
turn.
doesn't have, but you have.
A
I don't think-
pattern, a
No, we
pattern
check
I've
twice then.
noticed. A
You're
pattern
not-
I've noticed for the out of position turn and river strategy. For the turn, we often use when we wanna go big, we either put it or 1.5 pot it. And then on the river, it's never pot. It's never over betting out of position. For me, in my perception right now, it's always 80%. So I don't know if this end is gonna bluff, but if it bluffs, we are gonna use a 80%. That's my guess.
I'm gonna use 30. Just to get high cards to fold.
You wanna bet 30.
Just to get high card, just to get like queens and. king
Betting
X
30 is
fold.
pretty spicy. That's
It's not good. We need
getting
think
looked up by
Ken
king
is
high every
correct,
time. It
where-
sounds pretty rough.
Like a king high is not gonna call, I think. Queen high is not gonna call, probably.
You guys really wanna size down?
You
I
have
do- I do it a
quite bad
lot.
blockers to making king high fold, I think. Like jack
think-
and 10.
I think
Those
with
are
the feeding
king
here,
high
it's gonna
cards.
be very easy to win.
I think I'm indifferent between betting 30 and betting 80. I think that the GTO response will be to bet 80 most of the time to bluff them off. But in real life, like even if you bet 30, they're generally not calling with king high.
Alright, let's see. It's a check.
So just give up.
But you know, zero EV bluff. It's good to know that it's out there.
No good.
Small bet is losing, I don't know, big bet's losing at least 150.
Is it a give up?
It is.
No, it's
After
not.
check,
It
check,
has
check.
showdown value.
Guys, we bluffed him off a worse hand, so strike one
Yeah,
up.
is Jack
Yeah.
High a showdown hand?
It
Do
just
we
want the
have showdown
hand.
value?
You want
Yeah,
the
it seems-
showdown.
After
Yeah,
check, check, check,
okay.
check, it seems to be,
Just good enough.
because it's not your simple jack eye, it's like jack ten, so it's
What
jack
about
eye.
like 10
Good
high?
kicker.
What if we had 10-8?
I think it's the same because the 8 kicker is good.
What if we had 10-6?
Jeez.
I'm lost. You wanna see?
Yeah, I want to see. Because to me, like Jack High is it's crazy.
Why?
Cause
Everyone
Jack
check, check,
suck.
check, check. What do you think he has?
Nothing.
yeah.
You're well ahead of whatever check, 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 check with jack right.
Not ahead of his queen.
But he could
his
easily
queen.
have Queen High, King High.
Yeah, he's got a lot of it.
No, I think he bets his best king eye, does he not?
I agree. I think he does have a decent amount of king high, queen high at this point, and that's why I don't want to bluff it.
Yeah. What about the bad Queen High, King Highs? You know?
Whose range are we
Oh,
looking
hang
at?
on, hang on. 10 eye is still going for showdown. 10 eye is the nuts, man. Okay, 10-6 here is the nuts.
Yeah, but
It's a
everything that's betting.
zero check. It doesn't have any showdown,
Yeah.
but you just have too many bluffs. Like you cannot bluff all of them.
Yeah, you cannot bluff the bottom of the range here.
Alright. So just don't bluff the spot, basically.
It seems like you
You don't
cannot
have
really
to.
bluff.
The best bluffs come from the fours, it looks like. Because you block the wheel draw or the
The
wheel.
upper dangler. Upper dangler to the pair card. Okay.
I fold.
So you don't really have
Four,
enough,
three.
and then you do it's the upper dangler, so a 4.
Easy fold.
What?
Oh,
Never.
Fold for
Fold.
3.
We have a gut shot, right?
That is true.
so yes, under the straight on a flush draw board.
There's no way you can convince me to fold here.
I'm folding 100%. I folded.
Well,
It loses.
folded.
It loses 2 chips calling. I bet it's a -2 chip play.
If we had a single heart here, I would raise, but now I'm just stuck into calling.
No, LP, you can't do this to me. You're not raising with a single heart.
With a heart, I would.
I'm raising with a heart.
I promise you I would raise here, but we don't have a heart, so I guess we just call.
Yeah.
whoa.
We have a gut shot.
Yeah,
It's
Can't
a
fold a
spew.
gut shot.
It's a spew.
Yeah, it's a spewy call.
yeah.
I recognize that. I'm not above the spew.
It's part of a degenerate gambler's toolbox.
Exactly.
You need to call with gut shots like this.
You just
And
have to
raise.
maximize the degen.
Yeah.
Well, when I start losing from the blinds, I'll start calling.
Now, have you seen my stats recently, Ken, from the blinds? I'm positive.
Nice.
Yeah,
Alright.
big blind is I believe my best position
Oh,
in cash
look
games.
at
I
this.
make 60 BB per 100 from the big blind.
I get, I
4
get crushed in
3
this
off
ball
with a
cash.
heart. Alright, so I'm happy we nailed this one.
Full turn.
Yeah, okay, that's where the Ken exploit comes in, right?
Holy shit. I'm getting owned today. Having an ace in my hand does not block them from having pocket aces.
What do you guys wanna do here?
Call.
call.
And with 7 of spades, still calling.
Donking. I mean, I
Yeah.
hate it. I don't love the 2-2, but I'm still donking. I can't help myself.
Actually, 2-2 should be good for us.
It's not great.
Yeah, I guess
It's okay, but it's not great.
It's okay. It's
Yeah,
a
we
little
don't
bit
have a-
good. I feel like the six
betting
would be the
pot
nuts
this
for
one.
us.
Yeah,
I'm betting pot on this one.
I'm just going small.
We have a showdown hand.
I like pot.
I like pot.
It is nice to get to put some pressure on overcards.
I like pot as well.
I just don't know about the sizing.
So it's
Over pairs aren't falling to a big bet, so I'm just going small.
well,
Why
not
don't you
over
want to go
pairs,
to
it's like
showdown?
It's like over cards. We already have showdown, but you gotta think about we're not holding. We're not
Over
holding.
pairs,
Diamond. We're not holding any diamonds or spades. So
And like his
Yeah.
his like his overcards with flush draws, only have 30%. So if they're calling us here, we're extracting
The
value
flop-
from them. That's
The
cool.
board is just super wet. I think you're gonna quite often bet big here.
Okay, so 194.
Yeah, when you bet,
That's
but
small or check.
yeah, this is because this is a very weak value bet, so it's a difficult.
See the strategy here, just small bets or checks. So we only have
Pot
a small
control.
card. So whenever the small card pairs, we just bet small. Seems
Well,
like
the
with
2 is
nothing,
especially bad. Like the 2 isn't great. Like, Tim said, if it was a 6, maybe we have some bigger bets.
oh yeah,
maybe. But I still would bet small, but we might have bigger bets.
we have bigger bets with sixes.
Yeah, but it's still mostly small, right?
Because we have basically practically every offsuit 6, right?
Look at this. We're betting range here.
It's a beautiful thing.
Betting range on the turn.
Small,
pretty
small bet.
beautiful. And that's the one spot where if you or if your opponent doesn't have that in their game, they're really leaving something on the table. Like we talked about how donking flop is not that important, but like donking this turn is really important.
Yeah. And if it was a 9, are we doing it?
I
think not.
Yeah. We still
I
are.
don't
because
think
we
so
still-
because he opens
with a-
every offsuit
You
9, so I
bet
don't
rarely.
But with with our 9x and with a
Oh.
certain set of bluffs, yeah, we can do it on a 9.
Nope, we cannot do it on a 9.
yeah, because of that the nine's a spade.
You
So that's
raised
spade,
already
not
your
two.
best nines, so you
Oh.
don't have a huge amount, like. I don't think if you have any more nines than him, and his nines are better than your nines.
That's right.
There you go.
The spade kind of messes everything up.
Yeah. What do we do here?
Fold.
What?
Ooh, I don't think we can
Have a
fold
gut shot.
and to the
How
nuts
can we
too.
ever fold?
Don't we have a double gutter here?
Open
A
ended.
double.
We do technically have a double gutter, but the bottom one's horrifically bad.
Let's
So we
call.
call or fold.
Is it? I don't think it's
Nice.
horrifically bad.
It's pretty bad, man. Like I'm not excited when the 9 comes.
Oh my goodness, what do we do here?
Rip it.
Oh, you got a double gutter call.
Tell him.
Fold.
I'm
Show him
folding.
who's boss.
I already folded, so I'm out. You do what you want.
God, what's he potting the turn with?
It's
Ooh,
just so
it's-
hard to realize equity out of position. That's why I.
Queens,
Well,
chess.
yeah, I mean, no matter if we're gonna rip it, he has already committed half his stack. So
I mean,
If
it's
you're
easy
never
to
raising the
realize equity
turn.
out of position when your opponent's bet fold a lot, but unfortunately the solver doesn't do that.
We're gonna bink the river.
Fold.
I'm
Fold.
really thinking about just stuffing the turn, but I think that's spew.
I'm reading the future.
Was the flop call actually good? Yeah?
Yeah, the fold is good. But now what I wanna see is if he bets really small, what do we do with this type of card shot? You say? Oh my,
Mostly just call.
I think it's mixing, so we can fold here. Okay, so what I wanted to know basically is big blind can check, call, gut shot. One street. Is for either the small gut shot, one street on the flop. Facing either the small size or the big size. Because here we were facing 65 and we didn't fold a single gut shot, right? We actually do
We
fold.
folded a 10, we folded 10-8. So
We fold plenty of gut shots here. This one we call just because of the double gutter.
The double gut shot.
it folds a pair and a gutter. 10-8.
Okay, facing the small size, we always have to check call with a gut shot.
Yeah, or you could say like your good gut shots, you can call a big size. That's a little
No, because the
subjective.
good, no, that's not true because the good gut shots have a backdoor flush and overcards and we raise them.
I'm donking.
Yeah, I
I'm
wanna
not
go
a
apeshit with this
pusher.
hand.
You
I wanna
can
go
donk,
absolutely apeshit.
We can donk on a jack. It don't matter. We still got flush draw. We got a king over to the jack. We got straight draw. I'm donking all day long here.
Yeah, we have sets. This guy checked flop. We have sets. We have two pairs. We have all kinds of shit.
I disagree, but what size do you want, Ken?
Small.
Huge. Pot and a half.
So we donk 70%. I just have the sizes wrong.
That's right. Why
Yeah,
did you
jack
want
times.
to on a jack? Tell me.
Do what?
Why do you want to donk on a jack with like 10,
Well,
6,
it's pretty irrelevant, I think.
10, 7?
We have it over, we still have it over to the jack with the king. We have flush draw and we have a gutter.
Yeah, I agree with you. The jack is not extremely relevant. It's like, yeah, it's not the best card for us, but it's kind of neutral and we had such a good hand on the flop. We still have an extremely good draw. So happy to bet it.
It looks to me like we're mostly donking when we have a spade here.
Yeah, we got two spades.
Yeah, but look at the king eight with the king of spade. It does it. Queen
Yeah.
eight with the spade.
King of
It's
spades
always
is the nuts,
spade.
man.
Spades driven. We want to have everything here is a single spade.
It blocks his continue
That's the
range.
pair, but that's the pair. But let's look at like,
Block his continuing range with the flush. Well, he shouldn't be checking flush draws much on the flop, though, you would think, right? I guess some.
No, he has a proportion of them. He's always got
Yeah.
some balance there. So he's
Yeah.
betting a fair number and checking back a fair number.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's a heavy check flop, so maybe he is checking more flushes than normal as well. How often does he button check this flop? Probably 50%, right?
50%, I was gonna say, yeah.
I mean, that's a common pattern. When we're out of position, we check on the higher the card, the more we check. So ace, we check like every time almost. King, less, queen. Actually, we check a lot on the queen, more than the kings, huh? And the jacks. We docked and he called, right? I think we just give up here.
Four, 7-4 got there.
Yeah, okay.
4-3.
The bet.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
I'm betting.
I thought we could get ace eyes to fold and better king eyes, but then I thought we blocked the flush draw, so.
Yeah, I didn't think we would bluff the front door flush draw and king high does have some showdown value.
Now that I look at it, we have a dangler to the, we blocked the flush draw, but we also blocked the nut straight.
Yeah, we have a 4.
I know
If we
it's
had a
like
7
11,
as
9.
well.
Four,
We
the four is
blocked
pretty
the
important.
weaker straight.
The flush draw blocking is much
Man,
less
I
relevant.
almost want to
when there
stuff
is a
this
check.
river after he bets. I don't, like, we should definitely have a raising range on this river. What should it be?
Should be this hand that we have.
You guys are crazy. This is just a fold.
No, I mean, maybe it is with this hand, but I guess our check jamming range should have some 7 in it, because 7s are the straight up nuts here, right? 7,
It's
9.
the low part of the tree anyway. We just should have bet the turn. We should have bet the river.
Well, fine.
Sure, but we, you know, we still want bluffs here.
Okay, what size?
No, I don't want this one. I'm just trying to think what it would be. I think 7x, right? Blocking the nuts. That's gotta be,
Yeah,
gotta be
yeah.
the one.
I don't wanna have a spade in my hand when I bluff here.
It's fair. It's fair, especially not the high spade. He's got aces. Maybe pocket 7s is my favorite bluff there with the double blocker. Just blocks the shit out of the nut flush or nut straight.
This is dicey. I mean, button has so many 9s. Part of me wants to raise, but I think I'm just
Raise.
gonna fold.
Raise, raise.
An easy raise. We have a backdoor flush. We have the top dangler to the 9. This is the stone cold nuts here.
It's,
No way
that's
we
true.
can-
It's stone cold nuts.
Yeah, stone cold nuts here. Oh my goodness, what is this?
It's a
I
fold.
folded.
Okay, but it's super close. It's
What
super
is
close.
Stone cold nuts. I heard.
Oh, wait, there's. a
Look at
receiver.
10-6, 10-7, 10-8. Why is my 10-5 folding?
100% fold.
10-6, 10-8, they have more, they
Gotcha.
have backdoor straight draws. They're
You're not
better.
even in like the
The 10?
decimal slivers. It's like 100% fold.
Hmm,
Good against population, it's okay.
Yeah, right. Like against a small bet, put in a small raise and give up if you get called. Yeah.
extremely
Yeah.
clear here, right? It's been solved down.
Yeah, I mean, it's not horrible if you're just gonna raise fold, right? It works.
Hmm. Well. It doesn't like it here.
But I mean, when you're 1 pip off what the solver's doing, that's a sign you're not way in, you know, the wilderness. Like people call down 3 streets with hands they never should have had in the first place. Like those are the big mistakes.
I'm betting big here.
He's not folding any pair.
That's a pure check.
Yeah, we have a boat now.
I'm going all in.
Now you're gonna.
Now
tilt
it's
the
great.
guy.
Going all in is.
That's all
He has quads. He has quads. Of course he has quads.
Okay,
We're all
that's
happy. We
pretty
think
good.
we suck out, we blast it and like, what the fuck?
No good, no good.
Oh my god, that was me on the river in this tournament this weekend, calling down with the good trips on the river. When a guy bets out and he has the top boat, and I was like, cool. All right, well,
Anti.
That's
good
what you
game.
get for trying to scam someone.
That's right. But you know, I had my scam going even with the sim. I'm raising. Am I raising too much?
No call.
I think it's a
Call
call against a small
that.
bet. We don't need
Yeah,
to
we
raise a
call it.
ton against this
Maybe it's
bad
if
ace
you
high.
have
It's
to
just,
withdraw, then you can.
we just have the best
raise
hand,
it.
you know?
Yeah, we never, the not backdoor flush draw never raises.
Or not much, yeah, maybe in a different spot, but here we're just, we're just winning.
Sure, check it.
Block bet.
I
Nope.
think you could block it. I think you could block it or check it.
I
I
disagree.
think both.
I thought we said we never get to block bet with weak pairs here.
I think third pair can block bet some. My fourth pair definitely not. Fifth pair.
I'm
definitely
always
Yeah, I
checking
think-
here.
I think getting called by like ace jack is awesome here, you know, like I think it's a really, really nice spot.
We block, we have you remember, guys, we have the one with the ace. So we are blocking ace jack, we're blocking ace king, we're blocking the calls. So this one is particularly bad.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't hate it. Alright, see you block a little bit. Yeah.
Let's see if like, 9-6 bets more than. What about 9-6?
I'm just not sure we'll have much lower sixes because we check called flop, you know?
Okay, so
So maybe 10x is a decent analog, like 10x is a nice weak
Well,
hand.
ace six almost pure checks, it looks like, right?
ace six, yeah, king six, then bets a little bit. 10-6, two pair. Okay, so the six mostly are checking, see? So it's getting true, man. When like we don't get to bet here. At 40 big blind, we would always block bet here. Right? And at 60, we don't. So that's a major difference.
Okay. I should write that down.
Against the river bet, I think we just want to call, right?
So hang on. The one I like the most right now is, so this is almost always true. We're gonna move it up. And then the other one, our worst pairs are not block betting.
I think it's the value bet the tens here too, which is what I hate. Like, I guess we just fold now, right? If we can't block bet, we fold.
I think we fold because we have an ace, we block the bluffs. Oh no, it's showdown here. So we don't block his bluffs here.
He's just gonna have a ten so often here, or. Yeah, I mean,
We only have to be right 1 and 4, right? So we just call, I think, with third pair.
I'm folding.
Okay. It's a call because we blocked the showdown. If you had a hand like ace high, he would likely to be checking. Like he's not betting, he's not reopening the action with his ace high. So when we block a part of his showdown like this and he bets, so it's more likely he has bluffs. Wanna raise here.
Call.
I mean, I don't hate raising. He's gonna have to defend, a lot of his range still. I think, in the nitty fishy games, they just are gonna fold everything, but
Okay, so it's gonna mix between calls and raise.
Yeah,
but
right.
I think it's 70% raise, 30% call. What do you guys
Yeah, I
think?
don't
I
hate
think that was a
raising.
really good point though, against in nitty games, like you just only get called by better, but the solver is gonna find the right call downs here.
Oh, so it's actually 70% call, 30% raise, or
Yeah, but we
20%.
get the raise, which is nice. That's a lot of raises on a paired board, right? Like,
I would never raise here with the spade in my hand.
Yeah, when you have the mega nuts, just call.
they're just gonna check down anyway with their shit, and they're gonna have to continue. I think we can get value right away from hands that wanna continue on the flop to
Well, it's
where,
clear though, it raises more without the spade here. So
Yeah.
that's a pattern.
but like all our ace X are raising some portion of the time. So I mean, that's worth pointing out, I think. Like, we don't just always
Yeah,
call
yeah,
our ace X. You wanna start getting value right away, I think.
So we do not mostly defend by raising though. We usually do mostly defend by raising, but not here. Okay, I wanna have a dangler to the 7. Is this good enough at this depth?
We have ace high. Probably
We just
not.
call?
Oh, no, yeah, yeah, I wanna.
Is this a
call
call?
I think
Yeah.
I'm calling. It's gonna float.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
because it's not value, it's not bottom of range. It's a good
We'll
call.
we're calling quite a lot with ace highs on the flops, I noticed.
Okay, so when we get to bluff turn, do we bluff with ace high usually here?
Wow, I mean, I overdo it. I'm barreling here. Probably a mistake.
Yeah, I don't really wanna bluff this with this combo. We have a lot of other hands we can bluff here with, like lots of
For sure.
6x, 4x. But not this.
I admittedly overdo it and I can't stop myself still, so.
I
Low
mean,
board.
we play in player pools with a bunch of nits, so like getting out of line with them is the way the magic happens. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it works. It's just so profitable.
So no dunking here at all.
No, not surprised.
Even with 6s and 4s.
Oh, I am surprised. We have no docs.
Hmm,
No, 6%, small range.
very thin. Fold.
Yeah,
Wow, he's going for value.
You gotta bluff catch against his trips, man.
I'm raising.
I'm not raising.
I think I raised down to like jack 8.
Nope, that would be good at 40, Ken. Here, you wanna be a lot more conservative. You wanna raise your best jacks. Maybe jack 10 is not good enough. If it raises, it's gonna be 10%.
And at 60, we want to lean more towards hands with draws, right? So a single spade is
That
nice.
single spade is driving up the frequency. Oh, it's raising a bunch here.
Still raising a lot.
Let's see how we
We need
construct it.
protection here, I think, is why.
Yeah, the protection is nice. I agree.
Yeah, it says I thought it's the best jack only mostly, but jack 10 fits in the best jacks. Okay, so we can raise down to the 10 pretty much.
And you were right, Louis, that it's tapering off. You know, king jack is a lot more, queen jack
Yeah.
is more.
But still, good to know.
I gotta,
So we should bet big here. One of our best value hands. How do you guys structure your betting range here? Because with my best top pairs here, I wanna get value.
Yeah, I do agree that this is a turn we want to donk. I think big is good. I think, yeah,
Wait,
maybe
we're docking, hold on, bet call, I would check.
Why?
Well, I don't think that's a board we get, I mean, obviously I'm wrong, but I wouldn't have thought that was a board we get to donk on a lot. We just check call flop, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
I-
but we have
Oh,
hands like
that's
6-5.
right.
You
That's
know?
right. I guess you're right. Since we check call flop, we should check and call the turn simple as that.
I mean, we are
Yeah.
docking a lot. I just don't see the why.
Oh, yeah. No, no, it's because I thought we check raised.
No, but you're actually right, Louis. I mean, we do donk this a fair amount, and it's because we have both value and bluffs down there. We
Yeah,
have
we're
value
donking
like
it.
5 and stuff like that. we have bluffs that are, you know, like 4x, 3x.
We're donking a
7x.
shit ton. I'm surprised. Like, I don't see it.
I'm not, when stuff starts to straighten around the lower end of the board, you know, that's like classically the big blind area, right?
Yeah, and the part of the tree I thought we were into is when we check raise, we get called, and then a 5 of heart comes. Where either, okay, so how do we structure the strategy here? The best value hands are potting. And then the middle-ish ones are betting big. Okay. But anyway, we check call, we let turn. For the wrong size, and now here we are on the river. I want to, what did we say we do?
It's tricky because we've narrowed his range more than we should have by betting turn big. When we, yeah.
Should we go all in?
No, I'm leaning more towards blocking, actually. Get called by like ace, king. We don't block spades, so
So 80% here?
I'm blocking or checking. I'm 125 or check.
I
I think I'm just checking, to be honest.
I have a value hand here.
We overplayed our hand, so I think it's like a bluff catcher now.
exactly. Once we've overplayed it on previous streets, it gets downgraded on the street. Yeah, so wherever you think you would be, maybe take it down a notch.
Okay, so bet 125 then. That's right. You guys got it. What can I bet too big? Okay, I'm raising.
Sure.
Yeah, slam dunk raise.
But small.
Think we check.
Nope.
No, definitely not gonna check. We need to keep barreling with our value and with some measure of our draws. We give up with a small number of them, but not sure if this is one.
I wanna bet worse flush draws here.
This
It's
is
pretty bad.
about the worst flush draw. I think the ones we give up with are like a couple of our weakest king X and queen X. I feel like I remember that those are often the give ups.
I wanna barrel like 4-3, 5-3, 5-4.
But they're also pretty good. They got straight draws. They're higher equity bluffs. They got straight draws.
Yeah, that's why I wanna barrel.
We gotta
it.
have some bad draws too. This is one of them, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think this you should keep barreling this at some fairly high frequency.
What size do you guys think?
Small.
It's big.
Wow. I always fuck that up.
Let's see how we structure it.
I didn't think it would go big because, you know, Vaughn's gonna have a fair amount of, you know, he's still got sixes in his range, like. He's got. Ace six off, right? 6-5. This is offsuit. Yeah, just ace six, I guess.
I think he wants you to bet big just because like you know, you still have equity in the hand, and on top of that, you're okay with the player folding also.
The polarized range generally wants to bet big, right? You know, we have super value, we have 6x, and we have 10 high. So that's a great range to bet big with.
Seems like all the flush draws are betting turn big, right?
You see, we gave up with our deuce X of spades that made a
Because they
pair.
pick up a pair.
Yep. And then some proportion of a bunch of the other ones, some proportion of the combo draws, like 7-5 suited, we're finding some checkbacks. 8-5 suited, we're finding some checkbacks. 5-4 suited, find some checkbacks. So the combo draws have enough equity that they don't mind checking here at higher
So this is
frequency.
like, this is against the big bet. Let's see if we have the same kind of strategy. When he bets small, we raise small. He calls, we get a deuce of clubs. Still the same strategy against the
We
small
just put a
bet.
little more pressure on because his range is weaker and we get more folds.
We use a
we-
bit more of the small size. Now we're mixing in sizes, but okay, so seems like whenever seems like it's true. I wanna
It
stop.
must be especially nice. Does he open 6-5 off from the button? No, he doesn't
Yeah.
open that, right?
Yeah, for sure he does.
Does he?
For
So
sure.
that's probably especially nice to block that in this.
No, he does
exact
not.
spot.
He
No, we
does
don't.
not.
I didn't think
Yeah,
so. I didn't think
I'm out
so.
of line here, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't think he had it. Alright,
So we stuff it.
Definitely. Can't imagine doing anything else.
So what I pick up from today so far, I was block betting with weak pairs way too much on the river after it goes check, check on the turn. Now I will check call them.
just fold here.
Yeah, I was doing that yesterday too. They would just raise me. I'm like, okay.
When you're 40 big blind, it's good. When you're 60 big blind, it's not good at all.
Yeah.
This is a like kind of very out of line raise, but could be nice.
Yeah, with the spade, right?
And the backdoor straight draw on the bottom side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
block sub king X combos with the jack. Not
yeah,
much.
maybe it's
not
maybe
very-
it's not like the perfect hand, but it can't be like very minus EV. It's gotta be okay.
I mean, blockers aren't hugely relevant when ranges are so wide, but I mean, it does have to account for something, right? And we do have 6-5, so. You can go for it. You can put a small one in. I'll go for it.
Yeah.
I mean, Jack 7, I think Jack 7 would be way better because then we have 2 overs to the 6. So no, I'm not doing it. I would do it with Jack of spades, 7 of clubs, but not
We
Jack.
raise here.
I won't. No,
I
I'm
agree with
out.
you, Jack 7 is nice. I think this one's, yeah, so low frequency, medium frequency.
What you do with Jack 7, LP?
Raising.
Yeah, I think it's gonna raise Jack 7.
With the jack of spade, yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. But with the jack four,
As a
not
call
so
count,
much.
you were dead
Marginal.
right. That was the difference. That overcard, Jack 7 makes it a really good play versus Jack 4 being really marginal.
Here I would raise with a single spade.
Yeah, with a spade, it would be, we could do it.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
spade would
Raise a
raise
spade.
here.
Hold this hand.
Fold. Got so much business to take care of.
We're picking up some really, really nice nuggets today. Bet 30.
Pretty awful.
We call. We even raise some. We're gonna check, he's gonna check, we hit the spade, we block bet small.
Yeah, but
How
it's
about
also
pot betting?
good.
Probably check calling here.
Boom.
Why not to bet pot?
When we
Sticks,
bet
Good.
pot, we don't
We
get
need
called
that.
by like weak, like queen X, jack X. Like we want to get called by non-flushes when we bet this river.
First off, the turn went check, check. Okay, and whenever the turn went check, check, I'm gonna turn some hands in my range into a bluff here on 4-liners here, because I think people, and even the sim, I think like it's really, really tough to play on a 4-liner against this bet. So like we get plenty of folds from like, what is a queen going to do against this bet? No,
I think they call it a lot. I think that's why we make it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or maybe not a queen, but like jacks for sure, kings for sure.
yeah. So they're not raising us, right? With the queen, with the jack and everything. So makes it easy, but we also want to have some bluffs here. That's my guess. Let's see. Plenty of bluffs. And then mostly using the small size. So that's exactly how I play. I'm gonna turn plenty of hands here into a bluff. It looks like it's not really doing it without the spade. Oh yeah, look at this. All of this here. Turning the trees into a bluff here, trying to get maybe a queen to fold. If we bet small, is he folding queens? He's mixing with queens, yeah. So that's exactly how I play it, and it works like a charm.
And then what do we do with this river? We
We fold, I think
fold.
we fold.
Ugh.
I think we need somewhere around the 9 of spade to make the call here.
Yeah, it's like maybe close-ish, but it's a fold.
Yeah. Oh, he bluffed us. It's mixing calls. Let's see where we need to have like a pure call. Where is the 9 of spade? 9 of spade is pure calling, right? 9 of spade, pure call. What about the 7 of spade? The 8 of spade. 8 of spade still pure call. So we need somewhere around the 8 to make the call.
I like villain bluffing this river with jack X. It's
Yeah,
pretty
he's
sweet to
turning
bluff
it.
all those boats.
Yeah, turning his trips into a bluff. Think we call here.
I gotta go. Good luck in your games, guys.
Hey, thanks a lot, Tim. Take care.